Now, if I had to give a rating to this game, whereas Super Mario Land is better than Famicom Grand Prix 2 3D Hot Rally, but not as good as Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, I'd say Alleyway is better than Family Computer Golf US Course, but not as good as F1 Race. That is my rating for this game. Now, I still haven't played a single bad game except for Donkey Kong Jr. Math and, well, I don't even know if I'd consider that a bad game. For some reason, it's just so bad that it's tolerable. I mean, it's not tolerable, but I don't know. Gameplay-wise, it's boring and it's horrible. But there's something. Please don't get a game over. We're on stage 6. Oh, okay. I've gotten a maximum of 6 lives at a time before. For some reason, usually when I lose lives in the later stages, I just lose them all at once. But I get so bored. I mean, right now I'm not that bored. And the first time I played it, when it got in the mail, I don't mean when I first played it years ago. I mean, I had fun with it the first time I played it years ago. The first time I played it since it came in the mail, last week. Today is the day before Part 1's uploaded. It's July 21st, 2018. It is currently 5:21 p.m. I've been waiting on a day to record when I wasn't at work or my friends were at work. Oh, because I don't want them coming in here making kitchen sounds. I was going to record like an hour ago, but my girlfriend came in to cook, and then she sat there while eating. So I fell asleep in my chair. I was really falling asleep during practice of this. Then I watched Chugga Conroy's latest Earthbound video. Earthbound Redux video. Ooh, can you tell what this is? It looks more like a shell creeper to me because it doesn't have the little lines on the Koopa's back, but shell creepers are dead to the series. I'm really bad at the bonus stages. I'm really bad at the game, so it's not really a surprise there, but look at all these big chunks I'm not even hitting at all. Because there we go. There's the big chunks. Now, I just want a good amount of points. I want a steady amount of lives. And now I know that, first of all, I can make the screen bigger while recording. And second of all, if my screen just freezes on my computer, little test screen, it doesn't matter. I like this stage. I like these little designs. See, somebody did go out of their way to design all 24 of these, and by 24 I mean 24 divided by 3, which is what? 24 divided by 2 is 12, 24 divided by 3 is what, 8? Yes, it's 8! Ooh! 8 stages, basically. 8 designs. And they get pretty tricky. They get pretty wild. And I do have to beat them all. Now, I didn't get to show it, but in Mario Land, which I also didn't show any of the bonus rooms or the special, secret platforms that let you go on the ceiling of certain levels. Oh well, at least those aren't 100% required. I just kind of played the game like I had to. Still had fun. I'm actually having fun with this game, so that's good. It's not a bad game, it's just a boring old time. If you have better choices, you're going to pick the better choices, but this game, it's like Computer Solitaire, which I don't know how to play. I've never understood a single card game. I'm good at dice. When my parents got back from Vegas the first time, my dad played dice with me, and I just, how it's a game of chance, I kept winning. Like, if I were actually playing, I would have won a lot of money. Did it? For some reason, it does the 1-up sound really late sometimes. Which, credit to some other reviewer for finding that out. I saw 2 reviews by the same channel, 2 different people on the same channel. One of them hated it, and one of them really liked it. I just found that odd. I've never noticed there's 2 different people in Classic Game Room. But I was talking about in my last. I need to stop talking about my last Let's Plays, but I don't want to be redundant. You know. I really wish I had more time. Like the creator of Stardew Valley, just make one game, sit on top of $20 million or whatever he has. It's at least, I mean, how many millions of copies have been sold? 15 million, right? So he is, if he even made only $1 from every sale, which obviously, please, every time you die in this game, it's because you're retarded. It makes you feel like it's your fault, because it is. You have one job. You move the paddle. That's all you have to do. But no. Whenever you die, it feels horrible. The difference between this game and other early Game Boy games or just late 80s games, there's no continues. Like, I haven't seen that since the arcade games. The Donkey Kong trilogy, there's no continues in those. And you don't expect continues in those. Like, because, you know, you can't insert coins for more, which is what the arcade was all about. I mean, sure, they give you continues where it's like a game over without the game being over. Like in Mario Land or 1, where you just go back to, even though continues in that game were a secret. You just go back to the beginning of the world, like in Mario 2 and 3 even. But not in this game. No continues. So I will have to play all the stages over again if I get a game over. And I don't want to do it. My goal is to not run out of things to talk about and to keep it mildly interesting, which I think I've done so far. I've given my review. I've given the plot. I've talked about random things because I'm a wacky, zany guy. God, I used to be so cringy. I always think about, my 11-year-old self. That was the peak of my cringe. The peak of my edge was when I was about 14, when I wrote all those rap songs with my friend about, I was really an awful rapper, being like, trying to be like Eminem, you know. I'm thinking about, for some of these, just kind of cutting out and letting music play, but I don't know. We're not even halfway through the game yet, so who knows. But I love this stage. This is one of my favorite stages because look at it. It's just so fun. That beginning when you first throw the ball, it doesn't come back to you for like, what feels like 30 minutes. This game feels like it goes on forever, and sometimes that's a bad thing, sometimes that's a good thing. And then in any stage, which is just kind of what comes along with the game. Like what comes along with strategy games, which I don't play, is you turn it off and you reset. But what comes with these is you're just hitting nothing for so long, trying to get the last little brick. This one is a little bit harder whenever it goes down on you, like you're getting a BJ. Get it? Because as it goes down on you, and that's slang for oral sex. I'm sorry if any children were watching. I hope your parents overheard you. Like when I was watching a Let's Play song, and then a guy said the word vagina, and it had nothing to do with the game. So my mom immediately opens the door and says, "What are you watching?" And I just said, "Look, it's a Zelda video." One time my mom walked in on me downloading Eminem's song, The Way I Am, and she said, "Why are you listening to that crap?" And I said, "It just popped up." I was lying. That's when I first got into rap music. But I look back and that song's not the best. It's all rhythm, and it's just, I don't like all rhythm songs where it's just spaced out. I like a constant, nice flow. My girlfriend's in here getting some kind of cereal. What kind of cereal are you getting?
Getting yogurt.
She's getting a yogurt cereal. Okay, we only have 2 lives. Okay, this is going to be awful to sync. Pause. Oh god. Oh. Bing. Alright, I'm just gonna have to sync that up in a minute because so my computer died because I had it nice and charged up, but I forgot my battery sucks, and I came in here and waited for an hour to record and watched some YouTube and started to watch a Pokemon episode, but you didn't miss much, thankfully. I thought I lost the whole second half of the footage, but my computer does not play VOB files very well, so I had to pull it up in Adobe Premiere, which I am using now. I'm not editing in Adobe Premiere, but I am using the video quality of importing things into Adobe Premiere. So I guess, converting in Adobe Premiere basically, so I can use it in Windows Movie Maker. Because, to be perfectly honest, I used to pirate FreeMake video converter codes. Not pirate, but I'd find working codes, but now I can't find any. Because idiots don't disconnect their internet before they put in the code because they don't care, because they think they only have to put it in once, but that's not true. You have to put it in every time, to get the branding off the videos, which messes up my whole syncing. It was so awful doing Wrecking Crew that way. I mean, I understand they have to make money, but how many people actually pay for that service? When there's so many other ways to convert video. It's just not convenient to convert it anyway. It's free, but I don't know how to sync this up. And I only have one life left? Why do I only have one life left? That's scary. I don't remember having one life left when I left off. I was talking about my mom, right? And her walking in on me with inappropriate things, and that makes it sound a lot worse than it is. I'm gonna have to hit that brick and then sync. That's it. Oh god. I can't hear it very well, so it's awful. But this is a blooper in case you can't tell. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that nice singing massage. Ooh, not massage, montage. This is where the game gets a little trickier. See, I do, again, like the level design, so I don't think this guy... I did think at one point this game is a little effortless because it didn't add power-ups or anything, but I think they did that intentionally, and I don't think it would have been a bad thing, but just like in golf, they didn't add really much of anything to golf. They just improved on the NES game of golf with the, additions from the later golf entries for the NES, the Japan-only ones, which I think it worked out. I think the simplistic style of games on the Game Boy worked out very nicely, but if they could have done it, then they should have done it when it comes to, adding a few things here and there. Like, clearly this game could handle music, right? Or was it actually just limitations on the launch of the GB? I almost said the GBA, but whoo-wee, that would have been quite the mess up. No! Ooh, this is scary. I'm very scared, just like when bananas are present. See, these bricks were helping us out before in the first 3 stages, but no, not anymore. This is an atrocity of brick, but please. Oh my god, if I get a game over, I'm going to be immensely peeved. Okay. Oh my god. I'm going to have to focus. Focus. What was I talking about? I was going to talk about how my mom walked in. I was playing Animal Crossing City Folk with my online Animal Crossing friends, right? And there's this guy named Paul who said the word dick or something, or he was talking about a penis, right? And that was very inappropriate. Turns out my mom had been eavesdropping at the door, and she was like, I knew. talking to those people on the internet was a bad idea, and she was furious. You could see it in her face. She confiscated my We Speak. So we never spoke to Paul again. To Paul, I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus, but I did not want my mom to think I was a pervert at the age of 11 or 12. I can't remember. Paul lived in New York in an apartment with his dad. That's all I remember about him. And so Peter and I, we had to just pretend like, oh yeah, he's not even our friend. We don't try to talk to that guy. My mom believed it, and I found where she hid it when they left the next morning. Or was that early in the day? I can't remember. Either they left later that day or like first thing in the morning. And I found it in the bathroom closet, but I didn't take it. Either that or I was looking for it very harshly and I couldn't find it, but I didn't look that hard. And I was just in a pretty bad mood. I didn't like having awkward confrontations with my parents.